Hank Williams Jr. Kaw-Liga. This is a CVT guitar lesson for Tim. And such a cool song. Elijah. This is in standard tuning, and it's pretty tough, man. The part you saw me intro there with, Tim, it's real jumpy. This whole song is really cool rhythmically. Bocephus. I say let's jump in. Section 1 comes in at 0 seconds in. I didn't do that in the intro, or yeah, in the intro of this, but this is actually the first part. And the way I suggest doing this is to bar the 2nd fret on the A and D string with your index finger. And we've got some palm muting. We're going to go the top 2 strings, so E and A. Okay, so palm mute through part of it, and then at the end we won't be. So top 2 strings, palm muted, and then the 2nd fret A and D, we already have that barred. This is still palm muted. Hit those two strings, the A and the D, and go right back up to the E and the A string. Okay, do those 2 things again. So that gives you. Then this one, we're going to go down, up, down, like that. Now that is over the 2nd fret A and D string, right? And then, so it's a triplet. Then he keeps it more straight. So after you do the triplet, this is right on the beat. 2 AD, open 2 EA. So from the triplet, back to the 2 AD. Then you can hear the palm muting come off as he plays the open E and the 2A. That's technically that's an E5 power chord. So you'll hit that, down up on the A and D string 2nd fret, right back to that E5. So you'll have, right? So, and then 2nd fret AD twice to 3rd fret E. So from the non-palm muted, it's a little tricky, but just, you know, take it in chunks. Maybe work on just the palm muted section, you know, 4 or 5 times, and then the non-palm muted, and then bring the 2 together. All right. Then the funnest part of this song, and it's tough too, it's probably one of the tougher parts. We're gonna go experiment with fingering on this, Tim. I'm liking the 3rd finger 5A and the 1st finger 4D. Typically with something like that on a chord, I'd go maybe middle index or 3rd, 2nd. But you always have to see what your next chord shape is, or the next thing that you're playing. And in this case, it's 4A, 2D. So rather than do this finger shuffle of, if we go 3rd and 1st, and then we transfer over to the 4A, 2D, it's the same finger layout, it's just we're skipping a fret. Alright, so you'd have, I'm going to do this slow. We're going to go, I'm going to call off the root here. Just remember, it's either 5-4 or 4-2. So 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5. It's tough on that final one because it's quicker and you've got to do that as an upstroke. So check it out. Right? You don't want to try to double down that. It'll be real choppy. Short rest there, and then this is tough too. Back to the 4A, 2D. I would start with an upstroke. It's another triplet, but we're going up, down, up. 4-2 to 5-4 to open D and G. It'll go. So you have. So up to there we got. And then, let's see. Oops. I'm not watching my fingers, I'm looking at the strum here. Let me slow it down. Makes sense to me to go up, down, up. But it's not etched in stone that way. So your other option would be down, up, down on that. But I kind of like how this flows. And then back to 5-4 AD, down, up. So after that rest there, you have. It's a good subgroup. 4-2, 5-4, 4-2, 5-4 vibrato. Vibratos are icing things, Tim, so if it's too tough to vibrato that chord, it's not a big deal. So up to there. Open 3 on the E string, and I'd go up down. That opens so quick you almost don't hear it. So if you're not feeling that, just go. You can just hit the downbeat, which is the 3rd fret, low E string vibrato. Alright, so. Alright, that'll go 4 times. Section 3, 28 seconds in, he brings it down. This is all palm muting. I mean, it's going to be 12 times of this 5-note riff. Open E, 2A, and 2D. So we're going to go ahead and bar that like we did in section 1. And we're going to go down, 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 up. Now, the first 2 downs, this is all palm muted, is on the E and A string. The rest is on the D string 2nd fret. For barring, we're ready to go. Down, 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 up on that. So it's important that you memorize that beat because you're going to do it 12 times. Love that part. 2nd fret, G and B string. Now on this, I like to use my middle finger. Here's why. We're going to bar it, but what he's doing is bending it, and you can go up or down, or see what you gravitate towards. But the reason I like the middle finger there is I can back it with the index. Anywhere back there that's comfortable, could be same fret even. But we have the resistance of the nut here, and when you got to bend, especially 2 strings, that resistance is tighter and it's harder to bend. So you got the strength of 2 fingers is the concept. We're going to do 2 bends, dig into that wood on the neck and pull it down or push up, whichever way you go. And then a pre-bend release, pull off. So in other words, bend, you're already there, right? So the 2 breaks there, and then pick, release, pull off to open G and B. Into 2nd fret D and G, and then open D, G and B. So, alright. Then you're back to that, remember the 12 times that we did prior to this? You're going to do that again, but 2 times. And then we go to a B5 power chord, 2A, 4D. And you can experiment with your power chord fingers. Sometimes I'll use like my pinky on the secondary note, or sometimes my 3rd finger. That same beat that I told you to remember, it's all palm muted, A, D, D, D. Down, 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 up. And then hit the power chord 4 times strummed. Build it dynamically. If you hear the secondary guitar, that actually will, it's longer, but you'd have to cut out a few of the. So I would go with the way I wrote it here. And then that's really a chunk of it. It's going to speed up here. 50 seconds in, you got a series of repeats on section 2 and section 3. And then section 4A, 1:31 in. I love this. Open E, short rest, 3rd fret E, pick, hammer onto the 4th fret. Sounds like Day Tripper, right? So hammer to the 4th fret, 2nd and 4th fret on the A, down, up, and then down on the 2D vibrato. So here's that little run, and that's all section 4A is. Ooh, I should have been using the split pickup on that, huh? Wow, got that twang we need. I should have split that pickup. All right. Anyways, you want that mid-rangey tone. That's why I went with my telly, but I forgot I can split this into a single. Section 4B, here's where it speeds up. And this time it's E major, so we don't want to use the barred concept. We want to go 2A, 2D, and 1G. So standard E major chord, you know this chord. And then it'll be it's the basic concept of this whole section. Palm mute the top 3 strings, strum again without palm muting, so it's then palm mute the A and D string 2nd fret, downstroke into the 1st fret on the G string with an upstroke without palm muting that one. So it's every other. You'll go, and it is 2 times of that. So 4 times of the whole thing there. Okay, top of page 3. Same beat concept over an A major. However you prefer to play that A major. Some people bar it, 2nd fret D, G, and B. Some people will use 3 fingers, go this route. Doesn't matter. Same exact rhythm concept. Palm mute the A, D, and G string, and then hit it without palm muting. And then you'll palm mute the A, D, and G string, and then 2nd fret B string without palm muting, and do it again. So you have, but it's quicker. 4 times of that. Back to the E major, 3 times. Into B major. 2nd fret A, 4th fret D, G, and B. You can bar with your 3rd or your 4th, or you can cram a couple fingers in there, or you can do it this way. I don't like that way, it's too cramped. I usually go with looks as if I'm doing a power chord, but barring with the secondary finger. Same beat, same placement of where the palm mutes come in, same pick direction or strum direction. A, D, and G. 2 times, palm mute the 1st one, short rest. Palm mute the A and D string, and then that'll be on the downstroke, upstroke the 4B, do that twice. And do that whole B major section 3 times. And then E major, same way as before, but 2 times. Then a bunch of repeats. You'll need your tabs, to see how this lays out and makes sense. You'll see like section 4B, no star. Oops. Ah, man. Dropped a good pick. And that one had legs. Alright. Let's grab another pick. Shoot. Okay, so. Oh, there it is. For example, section 4B, a minute 51 in, it says no star. So section 4B is the part that's sped up. Remember where it was? You'll go through that whole section. No star is the E major at the end. You just take that off. And then that'll jump you back into section 2. That was the... Reminds me of Van Halen for some reason. Next new part you're going to come across, you'll see the timestamp 3 minutes 30 seconds in. The last thing in there is section 2, 4 times, 4th time no star. And then in place of that, you're going to be doing this, where that star would be. Or to be a... Okay, so 3E vibrato on the low E string to an open E. So, and then 3, 5, 3 open, and I'd go down, up, down, down. Do that 3 times. 3rd time no star. That would be this. Okay, as that's ringing, 4 minutes 9 seconds in, and this is really cool. He's using the E minor pentatonic scale, and he's using doubles, and he's gonna go. Oops, hold on.